Brother. Alright guys, so yeah. If you need blueprints, just load into Electromagnetic Storm. Oh my god, I was already recording the clip and I got another one. What's up, Raiders? Buffalo here, and in this video today, I'm going to show you the absolute best way to get blueprints in Arc Raiders. Blueprints can be some of the hardest loot to attain in this video game, as well as some of the most valuable, allowing you to make some of the best attachments, weapons, and grenades and augments. I've been able to get things like the Snap Hook blueprint. I've actually gotten it twice. I've gotten the Wolfpack blueprint and many, many more. So let's get into it. But first, make sure you're subscribed so you get more helpful videos like this for Arc Raiders. We're almost to 1,000 subs, so very close. Everything truly helps and is much appreciated. Like and comment for the algorithm. Here we go. About a week after release, Embark Studios gave us new modes in Arc Raiders, one of them being Electromagnetic Storm. Upon my first time going into Electromagnetic Storm, I went to the exact location I'm going to be showing you here today and got the Snap Hook blueprint right away. I've also gotten the Snap Hook blueprint on Blue Gate from one of the crates right before you take a zipline down into the underground area, one of those crates that heavily favors giving you blueprints, which there's a lot in the breach room there as well. But we're actually not going to be talking about that area today. I've tested that area, and I've tested the area I'm about to show you, and the one I'm about to show you by far gives you way more blueprints. It's completely busted. And that area is the apartments around Dam Battlegrounds during Electromagnetic Storm. A lot of people already farm these locations. They're good for farming things like the humidifier for your project, cat beds, dog collars, because they're all classified as residential areas, and they're all scattered around the edge of the map. There's usually never any PvP going on there, but a lot of people do know that these are good places to search, even though they're not colored as medium or high tier loot value areas. They are named POIs. The 3 POIs that I am referring to here are the Pattern House, the Ruby Residence, and the Pale Apartments. This is a total of 6 apartment buildings with all have multiple levels. I've gotten more than one blueprint in a single building before. Sometimes you won't get any in a building, but more often than not, you're going to get at least one blueprint per building when you go rustle through these buildings on Electromagnetic Storm. You can get the Snap Hook blueprint, Wolfpack blueprint, gun attachment blueprints are what I get mostly here. A lot of gun attachment blueprints. So if you're looking for gun attachments, if you're looking for grenades, I got the smoke grenade blueprint here as well just yesterday. This is where you're going to want to farm if you're looking for those blueprints to round out your codex. And get spawned at these apartments, which is what you're going to want to try to get. Of course, you can get spawned on the other side of the map. You can get spawned in late. You're going to want to make your way here as fast as you can. If you're spawned on the right side of the map, you can start at Pattern House. If you're starting on the left side of the map, go to Pale Apartments. If you hear people there looting, you can try to take them down and take their loot. More often than not, though, people are going to put blueprints into their safe pocket, so probably not worth it. What I usually do is I'll just run to the next building, and I'll keep going until I find one that isn't looted yet, and then start looting the ones that I find that aren't looted. Like one time, I believe I did the Pale Apartments, and I went over to Ruby Residence, and I found somebody else was doing this building here, so I ran to this one here and did it really quickly, and then I got to this one before they got there, and then I sprinted over to Pattern House before them too. So if you're fast enough, if you know where to look, and I'll show you during this video as well in the footage playing right now where the places are that you're going to want to check in each one of these houses, so you know how to loot it as fast as possible, so you have the upper edge on the other raiders who are going to be looking for the loot here, because this has become somewhat of a known spot. Maybe not entirely known, but the results that I've been getting have been absolutely insane. Like I said, I've gotten 2 blueprints from one single house before. Usually get at least 1 blueprint per house, and they can be high tier, epic, or legendary blueprints. So like I said, you're going to want to prioritize whichever one is closest to you when you spawn in. Loot them as efficiently and quickly as possible. Make sure you're paying attention to the footage in the video so you can learn exactly where to loot them. Don't even run down the stairs at the end, jump out the window, roll, keep moving, bring an adrenaline shot or two if you want to. And then usually this North Complex elevator is going to be the last exfil on Electromagnetic Storm. So if you can rotate from Pale to Pattern, that is going to be the best. If you rotate from Pattern to Pale, I believe water treatment will be open up until 10 minutes left. So you can make that run. Should be able to get through these in less than 10 to 15 minutes. Usually there's going to be one or two of them looted already by the time you get there if you don't spawn right on top of one. If you do get to all of them unlooted, it might take you 10 to 15 minutes, but you can probably do it quicker as well. So you could probably still get here. If you spawn at Pattern and are able to hit every house, you should still have plenty of time to get out at water treatment. If not, North Complex isn't that far away by any means. I would suggest using a looting Mark II to have at least 2 safe pockets. You are going to have to be really safe though, and make sure you don't ever get struck by lightning when you're running from building to building. Should be very easy. Just pay attention. You're not in any danger from the electromagnetic storm while you're looting any of these buildings. You'll just be in danger while you're running in between. If you do a lot of heavy PvP, obviously you're not going to want to bring this exact kit. You can do something else. But I would suggest definitely bringing something with a lot of safe pockets in case something goes bad and you have a bunch of blueprints. You're not going to want to lose those. They're so hard to find. They're the most valuable things in the game. And that's something you're just not going to be able to forgive yourself for if you lose a blueprint and you're not able to get it again before this reset. That is going to be it today for this quick video on where and how to get all the blueprints in Arc Raiders as fast and easily as possible. You can do this in trios, duos, solos. This is going to be the best way to do it. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more videos like this for helpful tips in Arc Raiders, make sure you're subscribed, like and comment for the algorithm. Everything's much appreciated and helps a lot. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.